Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Don't forget to check the links below. Check the links on my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell so you. Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Whoops! Don't forget to check the links below. Check the links on my channel. Don't forget to like. Whoops, a daisy. Didn't mean to echo that. Whoops. Whoops, a daisy. That wasn't supposed to happen. I just realised it was on and I meant to turn off the YouTube. Yeah, that's it, just so that doesn't echo or anything like that. Right, so tonight's sticks. Let's have a look. Now, today in the mail I received the Hoodoo Tarot. So at the moment, the only sort of deck that I've got to go with it, I would use maybe the Leninmand, maybe just because of the colour wise, the connection of the colour. Whoops. I think we just need to move that across a little bit. There we go. So I think overall, the Hoodoo Tarot with the Leninmand, Alexander Musruk's Leninmand deck, I think. With that. Okay. Now I got the Herb Crafters Tarot as well today. So what I want to use with this is Echoes of Nature. I'll use that Oracle deck today, Echoes of Nature with the Herb Crafter Tarot. Okay, and I'm mucking around with checking out different combinations. So I've got the Romantic Tarot, and I'm going to use Lisa Williams, her Intuitive Soul Oracle with that. I know they're quite different in their sort of theme, so to speak. But I think the colorways look quite cool together. So we'll try that. Now, with the modern, with the Coffee Tarot, okay, by Janet Boyer. I love this deck. I'm going to use the Naked Truth Oracle by Justine. Hand Me That Pencil. I think they'll work really, really well together. I'm just wondering if I need to sort of pull out the let's have a look at I just wondered that it's not quite in the right place. So let's try that. Oops. Let's try that. Now that's a bit better. So yeah, the Coffee Tarot with the Naked Truth. And I've got the Japanese, the vintage Japanese tarot with the Japan Leninmand. Oops. Oops. So these two decks together. I am waiting for the Foxfire Oracle. We have to wait. Right, now New Zealand. So I've got the New Zealand Naturally Tarot with the Songs of My Heart by Justine. Hi, Heat Journey. How are you? Okay, and then the last deck combination I've got is the Gilded Tarot with the Gilded Reverie. Just going through the combinations of decks I'm going to use tonight. So if you've got a question you want done, I'm just typing your question and I'll just do that. If you want, the links are down below. Yep, certainly ask a question, no worries. I've just been going through the decks that I'm sort of using today. I've got the Hoodoo Tarot just arrived, and I'm waiting for a different deck, but I haven't got it. So you want to ask, how does Aaron feel about you? Okay, so I think the best bet here, maybe the Romantic Tarot with the Intuitive Soul Oracle. So let's have a look. Let's have a look here. How does Aaron feel about his journey? And let's have a look at how it affects you and what's important for you to know in regards to relationship. Okay, there does seem to be some clarity. It seems to be cutting away the confusion, about finding a sense of clarity within the whole situation. Seems to be some stability of the mind, stability of thoughts and ideas and plans, and sort of a rest, maybe a sense of a rest period in some way, an awakening on some level. So there does seem to be an awakening within the relationship. So I feel like he's feel like Aaron's got some clarity in the situation. Does seem to be taking a sense of pause, some time out for some reason, but there is an awakening within the relationship. There is a sort of an awareness. And the last two cards I have here is peace restored. So it definitely feels like there's a sense of balance within the mind, even though there might be something weighing him down. There might be a sense of feeling pressured. Does have a sense of feeling pressured as well. So even though there is some clarity about how he actually feels, there is a sense of a pause. It does sort of seem like there's a pause in some way. It does bring a sense of awakening within oneself, maybe an awareness on some level. It does feel like there's a sense of peace restored, like a sense of balance within the thoughts, and yet there is something weighing him down, maybe feeling a sense of pressure about what's going on. So maybe there's a sense of he's feeling pressured, even though it does seems like he's got some clarity about it. Does feel like he's awakened. He's quite aware of how he feels, but he still feels quite pressured about it. At the same time. So let's see if there's any other information that you need to know. Oh, there we go. So the card does talk about relationships, about developing, understanding, a sense of compromise. It's definitely a love within it, and there is a creative energy about it. There's a sense of movement. So coming through, there is a sense of love within the relationship on some level, or a caring, a kindness in some way. And there is some movement coming forward. Okay, so I'm just seeing if there's anything else that's of importance here. Here we've got angel, guardian angel, protection. So it's a sense of feeling protected within the situation as well. So I definitely feel like there is definitely a clarity about the love. Definitely feels like there is an awareness within it, but yet he's feeling pressured on some level. Does seem to feel pressured. So I think I'm just getting a sense of you taking a step back, taking a breather, and just allowing things to flow naturally. Don't put on the pressure. It'll be quite important for you at the moment. Don't put on the pressure. I think that's going to make a big difference. So I hope that sort of helps give you some clarity. Sorry, I just got a bit of a... So let's have a look. So I hope that gives you some clarity in the situation. You're welcome, Heat Journey. You're welcome. So I'm just going to going to do some collective readings to see what else, messages and things that come through. Oops, I pop down all the way over here. Celebration. Card of 3 of Cups always talks about celebrating life, allowing one to expand and grow emotionally, developing within oneself. Here we've got the sense of things ending. So for growth, it's important that things end. And we look at things from a new perspective. We look at how we're sacrificing ourselves maybe on some level. And we allow ourselves to have the sunshine situation. I feel like a sense of happiness coming through. So it does feel like everything's sort of moving in the right direction. I feel like things are closed. It's the luck of the dice. I feel like it's a bit of a gamble. I feel like things are closed off a bit. There's a bit of a gamble to what's moving ahead. Oops. An announcement in some way. Interesting. Good luck. Inspiring. Oh, sounds. Okay, even though things may seem like they're a bit of a risk, a bit of a gamble, seems like there's things that are closed off, like a reading a closed book or something closed. And there is an announcement, which I feel like just brings everything into a much more joyful, good luck, beauty, commitment. I just feel like everything's sort of moving in the right direction, even though it may seem closed off and it feel like a bit of a risk, a bit of a gamble. With the announcement, it just brings everything out into the open. It just brings everything into alignment. Exciting. Hi, Purvi Kapoor. Okay. Are you in a relationship at the moment, Purvi, or are you single? Purvi, you want to know about your future partner, but are you in a relationship at the moment, or you're single? You know, a future partner could be partner for a moment. It could be business partner, relationship. Could be a wedding. It could be just someone you're dating. Partner's pretty broad. And a partner could be someone just for a moment. It could be someone for a little bit longer. So it's not very specific. Oh, you're single at the moment and you're talking about marriage. Oh, God. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, you're talking about a marriage relationship. Okay, what you're doing is you're blocking yourself off, unless you're talking about an arranged marriage or whether you're talking about someone you might choose. You're really blocking off any possibility when you start focusing on you narrowing your options, if you like, into where you could move ahead. Now, if we're looking at relationship and we're looking at somebody who maybe talking about a future relationship in regards to marriage, okay, it really does block a lot of things, a lot of possibilities we're talking about making sure that you stay grounded. We're getting a lot of court cards here. You're talking a lot about new beginnings, movement forward, very slow journey. This is not something that's going to happen very quickly. It is going to be quite slow. There might be a bit of sense of creativity. Some messages coming through. I'm just getting sort of maybe a sense of new creative energy coming through. But it is about very slow. This could be quite emotional as well. This is very much a reminder to stay grounded. Just seems to be a lot of court cards in here. Seems to be a lot of energy flying around, a lot of but very slow journey. It feels like there's a lot for you to learn. It is a lot about nurturing your own. And you might have to turn up the volume. Hi Jenny, how are you? Okay, so Hervey, yeah, there's a lot about, you've got the Knight of Earth here, Page of Earth, Page of Earth, you've got Page of Fire, and you've got Queen of Water. It's a lot about you nurturing your journey. A lot about you slow journey. Feels like there's a lot for you to develop and grow within yourself. This is not something that's going to happen quickly. Yeah, I don't feel like things are going to be, you know, it's sort of surrendering. It's like you've got to surrender to what's available. Hi, Gichigula. Oh, thanks, Jenny. Thanks, Jenny. You've got to stay centered, Kirby. Okay? It's about evaluating what's important in your life. And I get a sense of feeling trapped, feeling stuck in where you are. So I just don't see anything at the moment that's going to, not immediate. Kirby, only focused on one question. You asked about a relationship, maybe a marriage coming up, and it really is about you nurturing your emotions, you getting more grounded. There's seems to be a lot of stuff you need to learn. You need to look at the lessons that you're learning. You need to find a sense of balance. Okay, that seems to be really important. Staying centered in oneself, evaluating what's important in your life, because I feel like you're very stuck. You're stuck in the past. So I feel like there's a lot. Oh, yes, please, Jenny. Let me just, I'm going to do this. Okay, let me do it this way. Okay, Jenny, I'll just pop it through. Yeah, just give me a second and I'll pop it through. Let me just turn this volume down. Just make sure it doesn't echo. I always have a habit of doing that. Turn this volume down. Whoops. Jenny. Oh yeah, Jenny, you're already a moderator. Cool. Brilliant. I couldn't remember if I'd added you. Okay, Kirby. So, Kirby, basically, you're looking at making sure this is going to be a very slow healing journey. There's a lot about you looking at lessons learned, nurturing your emotions, getting yourself feeling centered, evaluate what's important, because at the moment you're feeling very stuck. Okay, so that's it in regards to your reading, that's for sure. Okay, so if anyone's got a question, just type up your question and I will slowly go through. Don't forget to check out the links down below. And also the links on my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Okay, Gaurav. Thoughts regarding, and you're not in conflict. Okay, so let's look at the Herb Crafter Tarot with the Echoes of Nature. Currently, what have we got? Okay, things like the very intense energy. And solitude. Even though things feel very intense, solitude is really, really important. Meditation, reflection. Feels like a sense of walking away from something. Feels like things are burdening. Feels like something's really weighing you down. Feeling very weighed down. Just type in your question, Avatar, and I'll answer it. So Gaurav, I'm just feeling like everything's sort of weighing you down quite a lot. It feels like there's a sense of a need to walk away from things at the moment. It's about being in solitude, allowing you to look at things maybe from a fresh perspective as well. I feel like you're juggling a lot of things as well. Feels like things are being juggled. Feels like there's a lot of things juggling on. So overall, hi Mary M. Just type in your question and I'll get back to it. Okay, so let's have a look. Right, what have we got here? Feels like you just got to be patient and find what inspires you. Right. It feels like you just got to look at what inspires you and allow you to sort of see, just to be persevering. Just persevere, just move through the challenges. Solitude, again, solitude seems to be very, very important. Meditation, reflection, contemplation, and being loyal is going to be really important. That's going to allow you to get through to the other side. Whether you're loyal to yourself or loyal to this person is going to allow you to sort of move through the other side. So I think that's where the solitude comes into it. Seems to be really, really important part of the step. Not rushing into something else or anything like that. Just giving yourself time to recover and develop within oneself. Okay, Gaurav, so that's the message that I've got for you there. Okay. Is my future to bring back extinct animals? That's a very extinct animals. Are you looking at scientific avatar? Are you looking at something that's scientific aspect? So we're looking at, okay, what flew out? Nurturing emotions, dreams, working towards your dreams. Seems to be a very practical aspect. And looking at the choices that you actually need to make is super important. Avatar. Ooh, cards are just flying out. So just be careful about weighing yourself down as well. Feels like you need to nurture, like this is talking about nurturing your dreams, okay, and being practical in how you sort of do that is going to be really important. So really this is about looking at the choices. Oh, Avatar Lua. Yep, Bianca, I'll do your reading. So this, to me, Avatar is very much about you looking at the choices that you actually have to move ahead. Be careful about weighing things on. I feel like you're sort of with the goals too. You have to be very careful. You have to be practical about it. Be careful that it doesn't weigh you down. Oh shoot, might need to flip back. If I've missed anyone, I'll go back. I'll scroll back anyway. So, Avatar, this is about you using your skills and your abilities to manifest what's important to you. Okay? Look beyond the illusions. Be realistic. Be realistic in your approach. It's about commitment. Good fortune for your destiny. So it feels like there's a commitment and a fortune, and it feels like you're really going to get to the destiny that you actually want, your goals, your dreams, but be realistic in it. So that's going to be really, really important. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I did do. Yep, I did do Heat Journeys reading. Yep. So, Avatar. So, yeah, really, it's really about committing to your future, committing to your fortune and what you want to achieve in your destiny. But be aware that you're not weighing yourself down and you're using your skills that you actually have. Being realistic is really important for Avatar. Okay, so it's about being realistic in in your goals, your dreams. That's here. You got the I just get this real sense of achieving your goals, the announcements and everything you need to do, nurturing what you want to achieve by the choices you make, but being careful you don't weigh yourself down by unrealistic options. Using your skills and to see beyond the illusion. So yeah, I just think you need to be realistic in your in what you expect of yourself to achieve. So let's have a look. Capricorn current energies. So you're looking at, how does he feel? Okay, Mary M. Let's look at the romantic tarot. Current energies. Ooh. Okay, cards just flew out. First thing we have is having courage and strength, endurance. Okay, Mary. Okay. Capricorn's energies towards you. How does he feel? So I'm getting a lot about endurance and strength. Expecting the truth seeker. What am I getting here? Emperor, trying to be in control. I'm getting a very sort of father, in a very masculine energy coming through, a leadership type role. Here we've got the secret rendezvous. So it's like things are done in secret in a way. It's like, what do you want to bring into your journey? It's like you need to be quite clear about actually what you want. It's like maybe things aren't always as they seem. So here I'm getting a sense of courage, needing a sense of strength, endurance, perseverance to get what you want, or what he wants, or what they want in their life. I feel like there's a sense of truth seeker, like always looking for the truth of the situation, maybe not always believing what you see or what you what's actually happening. You're always looking beyond what you're actually seeing. So I'm getting a lot in here. So it's about taking control in some way. I just feel like there's a lot of yeah. Okay, we've got a breakthrough here. There does seem to be a breakthrough or an understanding on some level. Maybe a new beginning. Maybe there'll be an understanding of something on some level, and it will ask that you sort of, it's like you're a new beginning. I'm just getting like a fresh start to a situation. And maybe disconnecting from your emotions a little bit too might be really important at this time as well. And getting sort of removed from your, sort of, don't let your heart rule in this case. Let's see if the cards give us anything else. Okay, Mary, we've got family seems to be really important as well. So maybe it might be a sense of maybe spending time with friends or family, people who support you for who you are. Ooh, got butterfly here, and straight away I got the word freedom. So giving yourself the freedom could be really important as well. And the last card, I have a yes. Okay, a really clear yes to the situation. So I feel like things are moving in the right direction. You're giving yourself the freedom to actually make the changes that you want as well in your life. So it's like, yes, open the door to new possibilities. So it's definitely something going on. It's up to you. Right, Bianca, you are asking for a general reading. Okay, I'm going to do the Voodoo Tarot that I got today with the Lenormand. Okay, so this is like the first. Okay, Bianca. Oh, you're welcome, Mary. Right, Bianca, you're wanting a general reading. So let's have a look and see. Oh, I did not expect that to fly out. I just got straight away, one step at a time. Okay, so we've got 3 of coins here. So 3 of coins are being recognized for your skills and your abilities. Okay, and knowing you're not actually alone. You might feel like, Bianca, you might feel like you're juggling a lot. You need to look at your priorities. What's important for your journey? Because it really is about looking at your potential. Okay, and it's talking about one step at a time, not rushing it, taking things slowly can be really, really important as well. And here you've got the sense of being a leader. Okay, it's like being in control of your journey is going to be super important for you at this time. Allowing you to know that there might be at times that you might feel a little bit lonely with being in control of your journey. Okay, you know, looking at your priorities, what's important, what's going to give you your potential to be the leader in your, or be in control. Maybe you're going to play a leadership role coming up in your journey as well. Definitely feels as though it's your skills and your abilities that's going to enable you to deal with what's important. Okay, so I'm just going to get one more card here. I'm getting, again, just be aware of things coming together. Look at how things are coming together. Being aware of happiness and joy, a sense of family, a sense of unity. Feels like things are sort of coming together. So let's have a look. Oh, okay. We've got a sense of opening up, secrets being revealed, if you like, or there's a new chapter in your life. It could be about loving oneself as well, being loyal. Watching things grow and develop is really important, and being receptive to what's important as well. So Bianca, I think the message for you really is about looking at your full potential. What are you capable of? What do you want to achieve? And being in control of your journey, allowing you to look at the choices you have, your priorities, what's important to your journey, what's going to allow you a sense of unity, allowing everything sort of coming together family-wise, feeling like you are able to use your skills and your abilities to use that, be part of a team, if you like. It's like you're starting a new chapter in your life. It's a lot of self-love and loyalty and seeing the beautiful soul that you are and being receptive to that, acknowledging that, and really taking that, Bianca, for you to actually move ahead. That's going to be super important to you. Okay? So, yeah, that's your message today in your general reading. And Rimbo. Okay, Rimbo, you had a message? Oh, what was your message, Rimbo? And Jenny, did you have a question for a reading, or? So I'm just waiting to see what Rimbo had, or whether Jenny wanted a reading, question or topic, or anything like that. So I'm just waiting to see what else. Oh, you're welcome, Bianca, you're welcome. Hopefully that gives you some guidance. Don't forget, if I've done a reading for you, come back and listen to it later. Sometimes when you re-listen to it at a quieter time, it can sort of maybe give you something to reflect on, meditate. Don't forget to check the links below, check the links on my channel, and like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when my next video will be uploaded as well, or released, scheduled videos released. If you check on my channel, you'll find the links to Make playing cards, where I have a few Tarot, Oracle, Lenormand playing cards that I've created that you can purchase for yourself, print out and purchase. Also, too, you'll find links to my blog, Twitter, Instagram. If you want to book a private reading with me, all those links are on there as well. If you want something a bit more in depth, of course. So I'm just not sure if anybody, I haven't had a Rimbo, I haven't had a question from you, so I don't know what message you wanted, or anybody else. So this is the New Zealand Naturally Tarot, and this is Songs of My Heart, and I've got a few of Justine's decks, which are quite beautiful. Jenny, PayPal? Yeah. Yeah, Jenny, I've just put it into chat for the PayPal, or down below is the link to yeah, I'll yeah, certainly. Just tell me what you want to, what sort of reading you want to do, and yeah, I'll do you a large reading. I'll just get a few more as we're going to do. Just let me just grab a couple. Ooh. Grab the New Zealand decks. Just tell me what your question is, how much you want, and I'll just go through and might take me a minute to grab things. Hi, Matt. Yeah, just type in a question and I'll come back to you. Yeah, certainly. If you've got a question, just type it in. Okay, let's have a look. Let's do the shamanic one. Okay, talking about work. Let's do the Gilded Tarot. Amit, looking at work. Okay, you're looking at work. Let's have a look at your current job. Oops. Yep, I'm in New Zealand, Jenny. Okay, I'll have a look for you, Jenny. Yep, it did at that. Yep, Jenny, it went through. I'll do a mix and then I will do your reading. Okay, a mix with work. Need to choose wisely your next step. This is very much looking at using your skills and your abilities. It's looking beyond the illusion, Amit. looking at the choices that you actually have. You can choose. Choose to be happy. You can choose. It's very much looking at the messages that you're receiving within yourself as well. I think a lot of it is about your own personal, your own personal choice. You can choose to be, just looks a very slow journey. Just feels like things are moving quite slowly. There is movement. And here we've got things coming together, a sense of unity. So it does feel like you can choose. If you choose to be happy, you will be happy. It'll be a slow process. There might be some things that you need to deal with. Feels like you need to sort of come out of the cold in a way. It really is a personal choice, Amit. You want to know will you be satisfied with your current job? Well, that's totally up to you. It's how you choose to be. It feels like there's a new chapter in your life, or there's a sense of a lot of there's a lot of stuff that's hidden. The bridge. That's how you come across it. Staying grounded is going to be really important for you. So a lot of it is a personal stuff. There could be trouble. So here you've got the sense of it's your choice and how you choose to be. It is important that you stay grounded, and maybe a sense of are you deceiving yourself as well in what lies ahead. So a lot of it, I think, is personal. Your question was, will you be happy in your job? Well, that's a personal choice. That's how you choose to be. It's your perception. A lot of it is how you deceive yourself in a way. It's about. I feel like there's a lot of it is just about you being able to choose to be happy. Look at yourself coming out of the cold. Maybe there's some changes that you need to make, some movement ahead, some new noise. Here you've got this business or this corporation. It's how you choose to. I'm getting a loss. So maybe it could be about leaving it behind in some way, and maybe looking at things differently. So anyway, so Jenny, what was your question? What did you want to focus on? Because we've got quite a nice, quite a big reading here. Okay, so I'm going to use this as my last reading. So let me just change that. There. Okay. Jenny. Right, let's do your reading. It's a full paid reading. So let's, this is going to be quite big. It's going to be the last of it. So Jenny, what was your main focus? Would you like to focus on? Mr. Dick. I'm actually going to use. Where are you? There it is. That's what I want. Okay, I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go this one here. Okay. Jenny, let's have a look. What was your question you wanted? Did you have anything in particular you wanted to focus on, or shall I just do you a overall, and let's do a little bit of everything. Let's sort of have a look and see where we go, because we've got quite a lot to explore. I can do a well, I'm not sure I'm going to keep those out. Oh yeah, just we're going to be at least 15 minutes, so we've got quite a bit of time. Okay, what I'll do first is I'll do an overview and then we can start doing specifics, because some cards just flew out. Okay, I'm going to do this first. Okay, straight away, I've got about making sure you give and take. Jenny, really important that you give and take within your relationships. That you're receiving as much as you're giving out is going to be really important as well. It's allowing you to know that things are happening behind the scenes. I feel like there's some emotional gain to making sure that you give and take, that you have that balance. Here I've got a sense of happiness and joy. So I feel like there's a sense of being vulnerable as well, especially when you're giving and taking and you're knowing that you've got this emotional things are happening. Okay, Jenny, I'll keep that in mind. I think this might be part of it. It's about finding a sense of happiness and joy and being vulnerable in a situation as well. Okay. Get the sense of you finding a sense of, I want to say, comfort coming out of the cold. Feeling like, yeah, I think this person's quite important. It feels like you're being led. I want to say being led out of the cold, being led into something new as well. Be aware of what you're actually holding on to too, Jenny. I think it's going to be really important that you look at what are you holding on to. Okay, is it bringing stability in your health? I'm getting a lot about your health here. It's not necessarily financial. It could be a sense of how it's affecting your health as well. Totally up to you, Jenny. You do whatever you feel is right for you. Okay, this is about you trusting in yourself. Again, we've got the sense of stability and foundations, but I have the sense of, looking at your achievements, taking a pause for a moment and looking at what you've achieved. Okay, looking at what you've achieved so far in the journey. Okay, I'm getting a lot of intensity, a lot of passion here, and I feel like things are going to be moving. Be careful that things aren't moving too quickly. Okay, be careful that things aren't too intense or moving too intensely, too fast, too quickly. Okay, you need to stand up for yourself. Okay, I'm just getting the words. You might need to say no. Okay, I'm getting a feeling like there might be a moment where you need to say no, enough's enough. Okay, I've got the 7 of Wands here and I've just got the words, maybe you need to say no, enough's enough. Okay, for some reason. Okay, I've got the Hermit here, but the words that came to me were like, you're walking sideways. You're not really seeing things face only you will know when you need to and to hume it will be. But I'm getting a sense of you here. I'm getting a sense of you walking side. I'm just got like the crab here. And I've got a sense of you walking sideways and not really seeing the full picture. It's like you need to turn around a little bit and see the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, I'm getting a lot of 10 of Wands tonight with everybody. So I feel like everybody's being very weighed down. There's a lot of unrest. Okay, I'm getting a lot of unrest in the situation. Okay, so this one person in particular that I think you're dealing with in some way may be feeling like you're a little bit burdened, a little bit weighed down by it, giving you maybe a little bit of unrest in some way. So I'm feeling like you need to see the light at the end of the tunnel, or see the bigger picture by turning slightly. Maybe looking at your perspective slightly different, maybe a sense of using the wisdom or the knowledge that you've gained in some way. This is interesting. I'm just going to have a look here, see if there's anything else. Here we go. Oh. 2 cards flew out from the New Zealand Naturally Tarot. Okay, we've got the Moon. The first words here were facing your enemies or facing your fear. Okay, looking at the unknown in some way and allowing yourself to acknowledge the stage in your cycle that you are at the moment, allowing you to have success by looking at or contemplating the direction you're actually moving in. So I'm getting a lot about solitude, a lot about reflection with the, let's see, this one here. Okay, so this is something that you actually need to leave behind. It's like when you're walking towards, if you like, you're walking towards something which is unknown. Jeepers, it just flew out. I wasn't quite expecting that. Here I've got the 4 of Peaks. Now that to me is a rest. A lot of stuff about resting and reviewing. A sense about taking some time out. Here you've got new opportunity coming and everything coming together. So there's a lot about unity, things coming together as well. So I think in finding that rest comes from looking at, contemplating the direction you're moving into. Allow yourself to walk into the unknown. I think that's really important. Look at the opportunities that you're given as well. And it feels like everything's going to come together. But there is going to be a rest period as well. So even though you're going to be walking into something, walking into the unknown, there's also going to be a moment that you're going to stand still, just for a moment, take a breath. Just take a breath. And it's going to give you the opportunity that you need for everything to come together. So I feel like there's quite a bit there to start with. Right, now, let's explore. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Oops, I forgot to grab my notes. I knew I lost my notes. Nope, there it is. Sorry, Jenny, I forgot my notes. Okay, I'm just going to look at your archetype. You've got lots to go yet, so I'm going to focus on your future. Are you single or not? In a minute, let's look at the cards flying out. Okay, so let's have a look. What we're going to look at here. Here I've got a crone. Right. So this one to me is looking at your experiences. Okay, this one to me is talking about the wisdom that you've gained from your experiences. Okay, with the wisdom that you've gained from your experiences, okay, oh, I'm not doing very well with light here at the moment. Just looking at this here. Here we've got the vampire. I'm just getting this sense of being aware that you don't deceive, you know, you have honesty with oneself, have integrity. And this one here, a few cards here, got quite a bit for you. I'm just getting a sense of everything sort of coming together. So I'm just getting this sense of looking at the experience that you've actually gained in this life. Look at the experience that you have. Just be aware of being honest with self. Nobody else needs to know. This is just about you. So here you have this sense of connecting to Mother Earth is going to be really important to you. Maybe spending some time outside. Being aware of what scares you. Okay, be aware of what scares you. Okay, this seems to be very much about you taking care of what's important in your life. So here I've got the sense of looking at your wisdom, look at the knowledge that you've gained. This is about being honest with oneself. Okay, connecting to Mother Earth. So spending some time outside is going to be really, really important. Well, I just got the words being aware of what scares you, what frightens you. And it's really important that you actually take care of, you know, what's important to you. Okay, what's going to give you the home that you need. So let's look at, the question was, are you single or not? Okay, I'm just going to grab, what's that question? I think I'm just going to use the Japanese, the Japan Lenormand for that just really quick. I know it sort of mixes up. Oh, okay, we've got gossip here. What about using your voice, communication? So maybe it could be about communicating in some way. Communicating is going to be really important. Loss of voice, loss of communication. But yet the star overcomes, so it brings good luck. So it may feel like you're not communicating clearly, but it feels like things are coming to one. It does bring a sense of commitment. So it's not always about speaking. Okay, I'm just getting straight away, it may not always be about speaking all the time. It can be a sense of just things flowing in the right direction, the light shining on where you're wanting to be, and commitment. Yeah, It could be about not communicating clearly. Okay, so you might, could be a sense of not needing to communicate clearly. Let's have a look and see what else comes through, because I feel like there's going to be quite a lot of. Let's have a look at the New Zealand Fairy Oracle. Oh, I've got feather cloak. I've got about being protected. I've got protection coming up. It's going to be super important for you. So let's have a look at Purify. Purify. We can talk about a sense of being blessed, new growth, fertility, intuition, sanctuary, warmth, shelter. Nurturing and doing what is needed to bring an idea or plan to fruition. Protecting and concealing that which is coming into being. Recognizing the need for now that makes sense to why that came up, the loss of communication, because it feels like maybe you need to keep silent. Yeah, I'm getting a lot about you keeping silent. You don't actually always need to tell everybody everything. Sometimes keeping things to yourself could be really important as well, Jenny. Keeping things to yourself is what I'm getting here. With this Leninmand spread here, having things in silence, not communicating, brings things into fruition or brings things into commitment. We're letting the light shine on the situation. And here we've got here about not always telling everybody everything. So it could be a chance for you just to keep silent, keep things to yourself. Okay, is there anything else that Jenny needs to know in regards to being single? Oops, there it is. Here we've got the digging stick, number 23. So let's have a look at that one. That to me, let's have a look, 23. See what I can straight away figure from this one. Oh, it's about, again, you got that sense of commitment, that strength, inner strength, a sense of renewal, adaptability. So I feel like this is a sense of you, keeping silent will give you the strength that you need. So not sharing with everybody will give you the strength you need to achieve what's important to your journey. Okay, so I think it's about just doing what you need to do for you. Don't worry about anybody else. Just think about what's important to you. What do you need to achieve? You don't need anyone's input. It is really about you, yourself. Okay. Roll ready. Roll ready as well. Yeah, this is just talking about a partnership. So when you talk about, not telling everybody about what's going on, you just do what you need to do. You allow yourself to really have the relationship that you want, achieve the goal that you want. So I think that's really important, is to just bring what you want into your journey, Jenny. So I'm getting a lot of that. Let's have a look at the Ritual Oracle. Okay. cutting away and, getting rid of the negative aspects. It's like focusing on what's important. That's going to be the big thing. Allowing yourself to nourish your soul, connect to Mother Earth. Again, that being out in nature, letting yourself really connect with the energies of Mother Earth is going to be really important. That's going to help clear away all that negativity, allowing you to have a sense of a peaceable solution. Okay, so feeling like things are with a gentle heart, feeling like things are at bliss with oneself. So when you clear away all that negativity, connect to Mother Earth, you're going to find a sense of inner peace within oneself. Okay, and it just feels like you're just removing all the negativity. That's what it's really just focusing on. Focus on what's important. Again, you've got call forth, protection, shield, and self. So yeah, I'm just getting a lot about protecting yourself, focusing on what's important, not worrying about what's not, getting rid of all the negative energy, having integrity within yourself. Oh, what have I got? Pulling out here. About feeling recharged, strengthening your body and mind, feeling like everything's sort of coming together. Unconditional love, loving yourself is going to be a really important thing. And just calling abundance to what you want, becoming whole through all the healing, the recovery. So I just feel like everything's sort of coming together for you. I just feel like everything will come together for what you want. Let's have a look at what flew out here. Harakiki. Okay, Harakiki. Harakiki. I'm getting quite a bit of here. Just tells me that everything's going to come together. It says a favorable outcome. So it just feels like here that everything's going to come together. Everything's going to move in the right direction for you. It is about what's important there. Okay, so it just feels like everything's going to come together. Let's have a look. Oops, there it is. Here it is, Crystal Alley cards. Let's have a look at the crystal card. So Jenny, what do you think? I know it's quite a lot of information. Still got about 2 minutes. So let's do your Crystal Alley card. So what card is going to help you in your journey? So when you think about okay, so we've looked at so Jenny, how are we doing? So I'm still going to answer. Let's do what crystal. This one here is staring out at me. Okay, so the crystal you've got here is bloodstone with courage. Very earthy crystal. And let's have a look at the bloodstone, courage. Your chakras are your earth, heart, and root chakra. And your affirmation is, I have the courage to act upon my heart truth and my inner guidance. Okay, so bloodstone has appeared at this time to encourage and inspire you with courage, to recognize the direction in which your heart is leading. Okay, this is very much about relationships, loving self, loving others. Okay, this physical world is a play that we are acting out with others around us. At any time, we can rewrite or change the script. Sometimes a fear of censure, loss, or failure can keep you from following your dreams. You remain locked in a play that is not of your writing, acting a part that is not your real self. Bloodstone has come to lend you courage to follow your heart in the direction of your truth and convictions. The road is not assured. You may fail or you may succeed beyond your wildest dreams. The point is not the outcome, but in overcoming your fear to boldly act on your heart's truth. It's time to do the hard thing that your heart calls you to do so that you can rewrite your destiny and fulfill your true calling. So your affirmation, I have the courage to act upon my heart's truth and my inner guidance. Yeah, there is a lot of info, Jenny, so you might want to come back and re-listen to it a couple of times. So what I'll get you to do is come back, have a listen, and then you can message me, email me with any questions. And then I'll come back and listen to it again, and then I can answer any questions that you've got, and maybe we can I can answer any questions you've got with maybe a few more cards, or discuss it or have a look at it. But yeah, there's quite a lot for you here. With crystal, we've got bloodstone. Okay, let's have a look at this again. And we've got peridot, which is quite important. The full moon and recovering. Okay, we had the HeKate here, which tells us that there's a favorable outcome. So everything's going to work out the way that you want, that's positive for you. We have a lot about being protected, connecting to Mother Earth, really allowing you to cut away, remove all the negative aspects of your life as well. It does seem to be a lot about knowing everything is going to work out the way you want, which is going to be quite important. Through the sense of being protected, maybe not sharing all of your secrets with everybody, if you know what I mean. Sometimes might be a chance for you just to create your own personal space by not telling everybody everything. Create your own personal space, and not having to actually tell everybody what's going on. Just keep it to yourself. This is your journey. So we look at the knowledge that you've gained, the wisdom that you've gained, maybe being honest with yourself, connecting to Mother Earth, allowing yourself to look at what scares you, what frightens you. Important to nurture and take care of self as well, take care of what's important. Allowing you to have a commitment to oneself is really, really important as well. So here you've got the sense of just facing your fears, looking at the direction you're actually moving in. Maybe you need to walk away or into something that's unknown. Okay, maybe this, and that's going to give you a chance to sort of maybe take a little bit of time out and be given the opportunity to have everything sort of coming together. That's super important as well. And here you've got this whole sense of, I know things might be weighing you down, maybe feeling like everything's a bit of a burden, maybe you're feeling a bit unrest, like there's an unrest, and there's this need to say no, enough's enough. Because it is really important that you have this, you receive as much as you're giving. Okay, so you want to look at how you can further your research. So let's have a look at that. How you can further your research. Further your research. So how can Jenny further her research? How can Jenny further her research. How can Jenny do? Oops, that just flew out. So the card we have here is the Chief of Wands, and that tells me about new ventures. Feels like being logical or being practical in the creative energy that you're able to further your research with the sense, oh, maybe it's a guy, it's like somebody comes into your life who is able to give you the opportunity to have new adventure. I just get the word adventure, a new adventure. So let's have a look. How can you further your research? Here you've got the Empress here, or Ariki Taparu, okay, Taparua, Ariki Taparua, okay, so the Empress. So she's about, I'm getting a lot about, just be careful that you're not so busy taking care of everyone else that you're forgetting about you. Okay. So make sure that you're taking care of self. Could be about a sense of creating the abundance that you want to, creating the abundance, knowing what your potential is. There's a lot about knowing your potential. So you can further your research by knowing your potential. Okay? Know your potential. What about being practical? Getting a lot about being practical. Don't let your emotions, it's not about nurturing or anything like that. It's just about being practical in the situation. Okay, I'm getting a lot of sort of chief energy. So that to me is a lot about being practical. So be practical about the creative energy. Be practical about your health. Expect only the truth. Okay, you're going to further your research by expecting to uncover only the truth of the situation. And you might need, I'm just getting the words, be a little assertive. Okay, you might need to be a little bit sharp-tongued in some way. Be a little bit sharp-tongued. And looking at the lessons. So you might be looking at the lessons that you've learned. And acknowledge the achievement that you've received or you've created. Acknowledge the also I'm just getting a sense of stability of aspects of your life, allowing you to move into a new cycle. It's like you're saying farewell to the old, and you're allowing yourself permission to move into the new, Jenny. So yeah, I'm feeling like to further your research is going to be about you being practical about it, allowing yourself to be sharp-tongued, be a little assertive in the situation. Don't worry too much about everybody else. Think about you, nurture you, understand and know your potential. Look at the lessons that you've learned, or look at the way that you can study and improve within oneself. You might have the enthusiasm. Now it's about gaining the knowledge in some way. And that's going to allow you to move into a new cycle of your life or on your path. It's like you're moving in with the research, you're going to move into new possibilities. So how's that, Jenny? Is there anything else that I can do for you? Or do you feel like that's a lot? How does that feel? Okay, just taking a moment, taking a breath. Do you have any questions, Jenny? You might want to come back and have another listen to it. Get a connect. Just taking a moment, just take a breath for a second. Just taking a minute, just going to put these away and just take a minute to sort of finish up. That was quite a long reading. So I just want to see where we're at. I'm just seeing where Jenny's at before we continue. Just going to check with Jenny first. Oh, I lost all the cards. I don't really want to do that. So let's have a look. Right, Seashell, just type in your question. I just want to check with Jenny first, see how she's... It'll take me a minute to put everything away. So Seashell, if you want a reading, just need to put your question in. Oh, whew, that was quite a reading. So, yeah. Yeah, just need a question if you want a reading. So, yeah. I'm just waiting to see what message that comes through. Let's have a look. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. So I'm just waiting to sort of see. So I'm not quite sure what's going on here. So I'm just, hi, Samajit. I'm just waiting to see from Ginny what's going on. I'm just waiting to see. I'm just cleaning up my mess. We finished reading. So this is it. I'm just sort of cleaning up my mess. Oh. Oh. I'm not quite sure. So this is really the last of it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Check out the links down below. Check out the links on my channel. You'll find links to Instagram, Twitter, Make playing cards, where you'll see decks that I've created myself. So let's have a look. Okay, so hi, gone, Goon. I'm actually just finishing up. I'm just waiting to see whether Jenny was still online or not, or whether she had disappeared. Not quite sure what's happening. Oh. Okay. Just sort of cleaning up. Yeah, I started like an hour and a half ago. Well, thank you for coming in and saying hello. I'll be on again in a couple of nights, not tomorrow night, but the next night, because it's now, what, 8:35 New Zealand? So I'm just sort of cleaning up, as you can see. Just takes a while to put the cards all away. Anyway, how have you been? So I'm really going to say goodnight and say goodnight. I've just been sort of tidying up my decks and just getting everything sort of sorted. Feels like I'm missing a... Oh, here it is. So looking at all the hand me that pencil decks. Where are we? 1, 2, 3. That's New Zealand. Those ones. That's New Zealand Tarot. Hi, Joshua. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm just finishing up. It's just saying good night to everybody, and just hope everyone's well. 3:30 in the morning. You should be asleep. You should be asleep. Okay. Oh. Always takes a while to put all the decks away when you've pulled them all out. Hi, Evie. Okay, so just put these ones away. Tarot. Oops, oracle. I'm going to get another basket to put all my decks in. Missing a box. So, right. Your cycle is very odd. Okay. Okay. So the decks that I received today in the mail was the HeKate Tarot and the Hoodoo Tarot I got in today as well. I am waiting for an oracle deck. I've got the language of flowers coming, and I've got the Sibyllus Oraculum, which is the doves of Africa, an oracle deck by the same artist. So I'm looking forward to getting that in as well. Oh, you saw the Hoodoo unboxing? Yeah, I actually really like the cards. I like the images. So I'm looking forward to diving into this book and having a look at the spreads in the next few days. And I'm looking forward to sort of working with the plants as well, looking at the actual plants and the meanings behind that. I mean, I can read the tarot, that's not a problem, but it's diving into the other aspects of the cards which are going to make a difference. Same with the hoodoo. I mean, I can very easily read the cards, but it's diving into the extra layer. I love the sort of the ancient look of these cards, which I quite like as well. I like that look. So I'm looking forward to diving into this, looking at the stories behind each card is what I'm looking forward to diving into. So yeah, I suppose I'm really going to say goodnight because it's been nearly 2 hours now. since I came on, and I just did a rather large reading for someone. So I'm going to say goodnight, and I'll catch you on Thursday night. Yeah, the Hoodoo Tarot does have a very earthy feel to it. Well, it is a root workers, you know, it has got herbs and has got the flower, the herbs in the cards included in the book. So, for example, let's just, oh, here we go, one card flew out, Six of Baskets. Okay, Six of Baskets to me is about nostalgic memories, so your memories of the past, etc., right? Memories in the past, how it affects you. You know, there seems to be a lot of reflecting, a lot of contemplation, maybe. So let's have a look. If we look at the six of baskets, right? Let's have a look at the Six of Baskets. Let's have a look at Six of Baskets. Right, Six of Baskets, the plant is sugarcone. Okay, and you've got an image of a little boy and a little girl standing in lush sugarcane field in South Carolina. The little boy offers his crush a basket full of rice and with bits of sugarcane on top to win her over. There's an old saying down south, if you can't afford to give a girl jewels, give her sweets and she'll be sweet on you. So the meaning is, the positive meaning is rekindling an old flame, getting back together, a clear conscience, restored harmony, indulging in play, reflecting on the good old days, growing up, happy childhood memories, and people who have made their peace with the past. And then, of course, there's the negative aspects of it, about being unhealthy, obsession with the past, homesickness, feeling that you don't belong, skeletons in the closet tumbling out, clinging to outdated beliefs, utter disgust with new generation, childhood abuse, believing the best of everything has already occurred, and stuffy, jealous people. But yeah, to me this is always about past life or childhood memories of the past affecting you in some way, whether that's positive or negative, depending on the situation. So yeah, EB, you haven't got a tarot deck yet. There's so many amazing decks coming out. I'm waiting for a few still to arrive, of course. These are more advanced tarot decks, really. They don't really follow a Rider-Waite-Smith type energy. It's not very I mean, you can learn tarot quite, if you wanted to with these type of decks, but they don't really give you the meanings. But anyway, so yeah, EB, yeah, time to buy yourself to buy your first tarot deck. Definitely. There's so many amazing decks out there. I can't wait to show you. I've got about another 16 decks. You don't know which one to get for you? Okay. If you check on my channel, you'll find a Tuesday playlist which has my unboxings. So you can look there. If you look at, there is an unboxing playlist as well. If you look at the unboxing playlist, you can see different decks from different people. Can give you a choice of some of the different decks. Really, you want to look at something like, let's have a look, oh my God, that would be suitable. I'll show you what my first deck was. Tarot. Where is the? What am I looking for? Okay. Mainly, okay, let's have a look at some of the choices. EB. Okay, basically a Rider-Waite or a Rider-Waite Smith type imagery. This is called Secrets of Tarot. It's just a sort of a cheaper one. Gives you the same sort of imagery. And these have got keywords on the bottom. It's not perfect, like the keywords are not something I actually use, but they're a good starting point if you wanted to. So this is called Secrets of Tarot by Amanda Hall. It does follow a Rider-Waite or Rider-Waite Smith type imagery. So that makes it really, really good. So anything sort of Rider-Waite Smith type imagery can be a good deck to sort of start with if that's the way you want to go. Okay? If you find that appeals to you, to have sort of a basic, everyday sort of tarot deck. Rider-Waite Smith. This is called Secrets of Tarot. There's lots of different kits and things that are quite good in that respect. Okay? Now, another one is this is just a mini, but you can get it in full size. This is called Universal Tarot. Again, it's got Rider-Waite Smith or Rider-Waite type imagery, slightly different colorway. This could be another way to go. This is just a mini, but you can get it in regular size. So there's lots of decks that are very similar to this that you could use. Get like the Radiant Rider-Waite, Pamela Coleman Smith type deck. Anything like that is going to give you a sort of a starting point if that's the direction you want to go in. Okay. Now the other thing you can do is maybe get something a little bit more modern in tarot, and you might get something like Seraphina's Modern Tarot, or you might get something, I don't know, there's lots of different sort of everyday enchantment tarot. There could be other decks as well that have sort of modern, decluttered sort of imagery that can be quite good in regards to Rider-Waite Smith type of messages. So yeah, that could be something else. No, you've got to do what's right for you. I think that's really important. Gone Goon. It's just about finding what suits you. For me, I actually started with the Native American Tarot. Now, this is a bit more thought-based, but I found it quite easy to sort of read with. I think it's a real personal choice with regards to tarot. I think it's about finding what art appeals. I think that's really important. See, I use the Native American Tarot. I've had this deck for like 20 odd years. I'll tell you another good creator and artist, actually, is Chiro Marchetti. Okay, he's got a beautiful range of decks. He's got the Gilded Tarot. Now, there is an easy tarot kit with the same deck, but with borders, of course, the bordered Gilded Tarot. This is a new version, the Gilded Tarot Royale. This is another really good tarot deck that a lot of people, these ones with borders, the Gilded Tarot with borders, but any of Chiro's one, like Tarot of Dreams, Legacy Divine Tarot, any of Chiro Marchetti's decks are amazing to work with. I mean, I think they're an amazing, amazing, amazing artwork that people find quite easy to use. See, I know there's people like Mary Kay Green. There's sorry, what's it called? The Mary Greer. What's it called? Oh, so many amazing tarot decks. I haven't got them all, but definitely any sort of deck. And then you've got those ones like the Tripping Weight and the Groovy Weight, and there's a snow one and a zombie one, and there's all those Rider-Waite but novelty Rider-Waite decks. Those are quite cool. There's some animal cat tarot and pagan. I mean, there's lots of different. It's really about finding what suits you in the artwork. There's so many amazing, amazing decks. So anyway, that's a few, EB, that I think would be, some decks that you could sort of look at in regards to any of Chiro's decks, definitely. Any sort of modern type deck, like Seraphina's Modern Tarot, there's Poppy Palin's Everyday Enchantment Tarot, there's Modern World, Next. There's a lot of lots and lots of different decks with really sort of modern imagery, which are great. I think it's really, really just so personal. Like I said, there's the Rider-Waite Smith, Rider-Waite, Radiant, Universal Weight, Universal Tarot. There is, just trying to think what else there is. There's the New Heaven and Earth coming out. There is Golden Tarot. There's on Gamecrafter. There's the antique Pamela Coleman Smith. There's a lot of Pixies deck. What else there? Oh, there's just so many. Yeah, agree, Wendy, agree. I think this reading is just about choosing the deck that really resonates with you. I'm actually waiting for Tarot Oracle, his Waterfall Tarot arriving. He sent it to me already, but being in New Zealand, everything takes a while. So that will be my sort of Rider-Waite Smith. But I do have this Secret Tarot, which is a great little starter kit if you want it, for someone. I've got my daughter's friends. They come over and want to read the cards, so I just hand them this, and they can do their own reading. Hand them the book. They can sort of work out what the cards mean for them. I think this is a good little stuff. Any sort of everyday Rider-Waite Smith. There's a lot with keywords and things on them if someone wanted to. There's some amazing decks out there, and it's really just about deciding what appeals, what makes sense, what speaks to you. There's so many. There's a Connolly Tarot. There's just so many. Just go on and on and on. Anyway, I've been on for 2 hours, so I'm about to say good night. Just wanted to sort of talk about. See, I love Tarot de Marseille type decks, the ancient Italian, the Spanish Tarot. I love all those as well. So yeah, I think, and I love working with Lenormand, Kipper, runes. I love working with all sorts of different cartomancy different playing cards. Yeah. I figured it should be years, 40 years. Yeah, I've been reading for 20 plus years and just find that everybody's so different with tarot. Everybody uses tarot differently. They resonate with different decks or different tools. And I think it's exciting. I think, there's so much out there. It's so cool that there is a lot out there, and it's just awesome. So yeah, I'm slowly building my collection again. I have reached 100, but there's still a few more still to come in. A few Kickstarter decks. Oh, steampunk. So yeah, that's it from me. See, I quite like the soft deck. Not that I use it a lot, but you see, I started with the Native American soft deck, or Native American tarot, should I say? So because I started with the Native American tarot, which is a sort of a Thoth-based deck, I find I like Thoth generally. But I want to get the Initiatory Tarot of the Golden Dawn. It's one deck I have sort of looked at, and I want to sort of get into that, but I just haven't had. I've got so many amazing decks coming in my collection already that I'm sort of wait. Yeah, agree, Wendy. Agree. That's what I was saying. You can't go wrong starting with a Rider-Waite-Smith or a Rider-Waite Pamela Smith type. The Centennial deck. Any of those sort of Waite, Radiant. Any of those sort of decks are a great starting point. I'm actually waiting, Wendy, for the new Heaven and Earth. Be quite cool new kit coming out. So there's quite a few different decks which I'm looking forward to sort of seeing with the Rider-Waite-Smith. Anyway, that's it from me. I better say good night. 2 hours on the chat. So I'm going to say good night. Thanks for being with me, and hopefully I'll catch you again on Thursday night. Tonight's Tuesday, of course. I will see you Thursday. See you in 2 nights. Again, take care, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring that bell so you know when my next video will be uploaded. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. You can see the Make Playing Card link to the decks that I've actually created myself. And yeah, take care and blessed be. Good night to all.